Hello and welcome to Crackyla story time for your bitch ass. What? Because I feel like it. So sit back, get the popcorn. Don't put on your sweatpants. I don't care. It's up to you. I won't say nothing. Always go by my motto. When everybody ever gives you some shit and you don't want to be dealing with it, you say, you best leave me the best fuck alone. Now say it with me. You best leave me the best fuck alone, bitch. There you go. There you go. That's Crackyla 101. So now you know. We got some Destiny footage here in the background. You don't necessarily have to watch the video. You can just listen to me tell my antics. And in story time mode, what we're going to do here for a minute is tell you real events in Count Crackyla's life. Now, some people call me... First off, let's talk about the name. Who I is and what I do and beep it up, scoot up. So, Crackyla, first off, I'm a 35-year-old asexual love virgin, okay? And I stand about 3 feet strong, so don't get it straight. And I got nut sacks that were about as big as a Buick. And don't ask what else. There we go. Now you know who I is. You know what I do. And I make these boob tube videos. And don't you make fun of me unless you put it in the comment section below. Because then I could address the haters as need be. Put you in your proper place, bitch. Alright. So, today's topic. What are we going to talk about here? Let's talk about the one time that, let's see. Yes. That Crackyla and friends. Goddamn. Be hitting that shit too hard. Hold on. Be hitting that shit too hard. Anyways, Crackyla and friends in the woods after school. I don't remember what grade I was in. Probably like, I don't know, 7th, 8th grade, something like that. This is back in the 90s, for those that don't know. And the time and place was Orlando, Florida. Some know of it. Some have lived there. Some have yet to see the journey. It was a whole nother place back then, back in those times. But enough of that. Crackyla and friends were in the woods. And I'm going to make up names for people because obviously don't want to call them by the real names. So, I was hanging with my really good friend, Mr.Sandals. That's what he likes to go by. And, well, the guy likes to wear sandals all the fucking time. That's why we call him Mr. Sandals. So, there we go. And, hanging out with, a couple other delinquents that, we don't need to really know their name. So, just know that my good friend Mr. Sandals is with me. So, anywho, then we go into the woods. And then we are approaching the fence. And then that happened, yes. And this old bitch, which is like a Mormon lady or something, was trying to tell us what to do. And we're like, we ain't gonna have none of that. We're teenagers, we don't listen to shit. So we flick our cigarettes in her general direction onto her shitty lawn. And she was like, we were like, well, what are you gonna do, bitch? So then we jump her fence without her looking, because we pretend to leave and want to come back. And see, the way that things are in the neighborhood, you gotta jump the fence to get to the canal. And that's, if you don't know about Florida, that you gotta, go behind, like, houses and shit to get to canals, lakes. I mean, it is like, if Milwaukee, is it not Milwaukee, Michigan is the land of 10,000 lakes, then fucking Florida is not too far behind. I mean, there's always a river, a lake, a creek, a something, a sewer, fucking something you can fish in. We love fishing. That's what we do down there. We fucking fish. Alright, now that you know this, I had to put you in place. Had to get you the timeline. So as we jump the fucker, we flick our, cigarettes in her general direction. Don't worry, nothing caught fire. Even though we wanted it to. It just never happened. So, everything's okay. Relax. So we get into the woods, you gotta walk around this big old fucking water sewer fucking thing. It's just like a wide open water treatment thingy. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's just where they dump the sewer, pretty much. That's all it is. So you go around there and there's the fucking woods. So we go about like quarter mile into the woods, and what does my friend, the unmentionable friend, which is no longer my friend, you know, we don't talk no more. I haven't talked to him in like 20 years. Yes. So he provided us with some smoke, some fucking weed, some dank, some 420, some green bud, something gonna lift your spirits. You know what I'm saying? Do you get the picture? But here's the problem. Not one of us. Hold on. Let me see something. All right, we're good. Had to check something in the garage. I thought I heard a noise. You'd be freaking out like Crackyla. You've been doing what you've been doing. So don't you question me, bitch. Anyways, back to the story. So we in the fucking woods, you know, and we just got done playing like a tournament style, a made-up tournament style of me and like 3 other friends playing Street Fighter 2 Twin Turbo, fucking just off the rails, fucking drunk and shit, and smoking cigarettes in my bedroom, and we'd be tearing it up, just playing that NES, man, just fucking doing it, Super NES, bitch, and that, we were just pumped, and then we go in the fucking woods, and then we start smoking. Now, Mr.Sandals at this point, he has never smoked the ganja. So what does Mr. Sandals do? This motherfucker starts wilding out, and he's like, you know, he'll go up to you and like tug on your shirt, and he'll be like, "Oh, the pretty colors and shit." I'll be like, "Dude, you're embarrassing me. What are you doing? They're gonna think that we're fucking loser posers." Posers was an insult back then, like a fake wannabe. You didn't want to be that. You want to be the cool kid. You never wanted to be a poser. So now you know some of these lingos you don't understand. You just need to look them up. It's that 90s talk. Don't worry about it. I'll school you. Anywho, so Mr. Sandals started kind of freaking out or something, but that he was feeling euphoric. So, and this motherfucker didn't even have much. I mean, you would think that he had like a goddamn bowl of weed. You know, by the way, we smoked out of a fucking, I don't know if it was a 2-liter Coca-Cola 2-liter, or if it was a Coca-Cola can. It was one or the other. I don't remember which one it was exactly. But just know that this motherfucker starts climbing trees, and then I couldn't find him. We're in the woods, and I'm like, this motherfucker's like Scorpion. He's gone. And this bitch is like throwing pine cones and shit from the tree. Get over here. I'm like, I don't know where it's coming from. I'm all fucked up and shit. He only had 2 puffs. And that was it. He was done. Mr. Sandals, with sandals on, climbing a motherfucking tree. And finally, he looks up. He says my name. He was like, dude, look up. I was like, what? He's like, he starts beating the fuck out of a branch that's right underneath him. And I'm right underneath the big branch. And he keeps punching it like karate style. And he goes like, Hadouken, Hadouken. I don't know why he yells this, but he's like punching it going, Hadouken, Hadouken. And he's like, Shadouken, Shadouken. But he's punching downwards at it. The branch finally cracks, falls down, and hits yours truly, Count Crackyla, in the face. Bam! Bitch, to the face. I fell to the ground. I was so stoned I did not react. I did not even move. And then he was like, oh shit. It was like, oh, he came down finally. He was like, oh man, I feel so bad. You're bleeding from your face. And I was like, oh, I don't feel so good. He's like, you took a branch to the face, dumbass. Why didn't you move? I said, I couldn't. It was all happening in slow motion. Well, I'm getting choked out. But just know that was the epic story. Quick little story of Mr. Sandals and me smoking weed. That was for his first time. It was not my first time. My first time, well, I'll tell you in another time. But later on that day, we had some pizza rolls back at my house, which was the first time he had pizza rolls, I believe. I think it was. And he loved them. Yes.